That's that one. That middle one's a pain in the bum. So the middle piston on these bikes are operated by the back brake. And I've had, as you follow my channel, you're probably aware I've had so much trouble with my brakes, as a lot of Varadero owners do, because of the combined brake system. It's not the best, really isn't. Okay, now that one I got to get back somehow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to whip this off. There we go. And then I'm going to get that in there, and I'm just going to there. Those brakes are all the way back. Good. Now, as you can see, this is filthy, and this is filthy. So this also needs a clean. So does my camera lens. Sorry guys. There we go. Wire brush and a bit of water. Let's move the camera. And again, I know as soon as I put this back in and I start using the brakes, it's going to get filthy again, but at least it goes back nice and clean. And it's bound to help it a little bit, I'm sure. So, where does that go? Oh yeah, that bit over there. So, what we're going to do next is just clean the pin a bit. Just going to give this a quick, get some of the dirt and the brake dust and the rust off. That's all you need to do. Clean the thread. Give that a wipe. There, that's a bit cleaner. It's not perfect, obviously, but it's cleaner. Just going to put a smear of grease on that one. So now, I'm going to get our brake pads, make sure I've got no grease on my hands. Now, some pads come with backing plates and some pads don't. This bike never had backing plates on. And what I mean by a backing plate is like a grilled plate that clips onto there. These never had it, so I'm not going to put them on because they weren't on there in the first place. So now, one pad, two pad. He says, get it in the right place, and right. 1, 2, clip in. Now, let's get this thing. This time I'm just going to pinch this up because it was difficult to do up last time, wasn't it? Get that in there. And we're just going to pinch that up by hand. Get the socket going the right way around. There we go. That's pinched up. Not going to do it up tight because I want to be able to move the pads. I'm going to get my screwdriver and just make sure that it's located. Sorry, flat battery. And also, when you get to a certain age, you can't sit on your knees. Have that grunt and groan for free, guys. Right, my gloves have broke, so now I'm going to get dirty hands. But as you can see, brake pads are in, looking gorgeous, nice and gold. Everything's clean. And you know what I did? Let me show you. Rookie mistake. Didn't put my clip back in. So I hope, guys, by watching me do this sort of stuff and kind of getting it right, but usually in a roundabout way, after a few mistakes, the bike's always safe to ride. Obviously it has to be, but I'm hoping maybe you'll get a little bit of inspiration just to do simple jobs like this yourself, because alright, this may take me 2 hours, maybe more to do, but you're looking at £60 an hour in a motorcycle garage now, minimum, and that's sort of southwest prices. That's not even London or prices, you know. So just by doing this yourself, okay, it may take a mechanic an hour, if that, you know. And they probably wouldn't clean everything like this. They probably just use a brake cleaning chemical, spray it all with brake cleaning chemical, and just whack it all back together. So you probably wouldn't get it as back in, you know, as clean as it is. And £60 an hour, you know, that's a lot of money when you're riding on a budget. If you're, you know, if you're riding your bike every day, your bike constantly, and car, your bike constantly needs maintenance, from, I don't know, doing your chain every week, you know, making sure your chain's oiled and adjusted properly, to doing your brakes, for instance. And it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to find all the time. And it is simple maintenance tasks. It's not rocket science, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. But it is things you can do yourself. Just take your time, have a look on YouTube, buy a manual, you know, just sort of give it a bash, and then if you get stuck, put it back together, take it to a garage. But it's got to be worth having a go yourself, surely. And sometimes, guys, I get myself in a right old pickle. As you can see today, I, you know, forget to put things in and have to do it again. And but I still maintain it's worth having a go. And sometimes I get fed up of doing bike maintenance. I just want to go out and ride it. We've got a lovely day today. I say lovely day, it's relatively warm. It's sunny and it's dry, and I'd much rather be out riding than I would be doing bike maintenance. But it's got to be done. So it would mean I'd have to take possibly half a day or a day off work, get the bike to a local garage, which for me, I am lucky that I got a friend who's also a bike mechanic as well as a car mechanic, and he helps me when I'm stuck, when there's things I can't do. But it would still mean taking a day off of work, go into his garage, you know, and obviously I have to fit in with him because he runs a business, which is fair enough, and I tend to do the stripping, taking things off because that's easy, and he does the majority of the tricky stuff if I can't do it. But I still have to pay him, and he's brilliant. He's a really good mate. He doesn't rip me off, and he does a really good job, but I like the satisfaction of doing it myself, knowing that I've done it. And also, like today, it's made me realise how rusty my bike is, and I need to do a lot of work on it in the summer to bring it back up to, bring it back up to a reasonable standard of cleanliness. Things like the forks, I've been banging on about those for bloody years, saying I'm going to paint them. I did the wheels last summer, which, again, if you follow my videos, my channel, you'll know that I painted my wheels with Hammerite. And personally, I really like the way they've turned out. So, that's good. Right, that's pinched up nicely. Got to do that one up. That's pinched up nicely. And then these two. That one's tight. And yeah, that one's tight. Nice. Again, the forks are aluminium, the bolt is steel. You don't want to go really graunching these up tight as hell. Scratched my caliper there, didn't I? Didn't think about that. Should have put some cloth around it. Never mind. Anyway, you don't want to graunching these up really tight, because they're screwing into aluminium body, which means if you really clamp them on, you're going to strip the thread. And again, what a world of pain. You end up drilling that out, putting a helicoil in, or making a new thread if you've got those tools, or you have to take it to a garage to get them to do it. And lots of garages don't want to do things like that now, so it's hard to find someone who will do that. But that's it, guys. That's the front brakes done. So now I'm going to have a look at that back brake, see why it's binding. But if you like my videos and you do get a bit of inspiration, think, oh, I'll give it a go. If he can do it, anyone can. I completely agree with you. Please like and subscribe. There's plenty of videos on my channel now, usually about me fixing this bike and keeping it running through the winter and trying to keep it going on a quite a tight budget. So those brake pads were £31 per side. Brake pads have gone up a heck of a lot. I used to be able to buy brake pads, EBC ones, semi-sintered, for around 19-20 quid. But since COVID, they've gone up at least a tenner. And you used to be able to buy a pair was for both sides, but now a pair is for one side only. So it's I think it was £31 per side. So you're looking at £62 for a set of brake pads for both sides. And it was free delivery. I get them on eBay, get most of my stuff on eBay. And eBay's very good because you can put your vehicle details in and it'll tell you if the parts fit that vehicle. I've done it often enough now that I know. But if you're new to it, there's several checks you can do: chassis number, VIN number, whatever you want to call it, and you can match it that way. But the best thing to do is when you get it, and it's a bit of a pain, but take the brake pads out when you can do it and check that they fit first before you take them out of the packet, because you can always send them back and put the old pads back in if they're still usable. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it's been a while, but it's the first time we've had some brilliant weather. So here I am. Speak to you soon.